So yes, so we have this show called What Are People Doing, where we we nosy over here. So we get in your business a little bit, not too much, whatever you can divulge. Just seeing what you got going on, what you're up to. You looking fly, by the way. Let me get the fit. You looking fly. I'm glad that you could stop and grace me with your presence. Your walk was just walk. I said, everybody move out the way. Everybody move out the way. Let her do her thing. And I'm glad you were a good sport and you stopped and said, look, I'll bless you with a little interview. My little interview, you know what I'm saying? So, the people want to know, so what's your name?
My name is Porsha. I'm called PJ.
Porsha, you call PJ. That's what's up. So you looking fly. I love the locks. She just got her locks done. You know what I'm saying? And it's fly. We want to see where you going at. So what do you do?
I'm a Georgia realtor and I'm also a United States Postal Carrier. I'm just leaving a wedding of one of my past clients.
Wow. A realtor? So you were able to get your client that just got married, you got them a house.
Right.
Is this a woman or the man?
It's a woman.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you're a realtor. Wow. That's exciting. So how long were you doing that?
I've been in real estate for 4 years.
4 years. Okay, and you got some clients and everything's going good. Okay, that's what's up. Do you have your own firm or are you with a team?
No, I'm with a team. I'm actually with a brokerage, Fathom Realty.
Fathom Realty?
Yeah.
I like that. So PJ, where you from?
I'm from Albany, Georgia.
You from Albany, Georgia. And for the people that don't know, Albany, Georgia is south of Atlanta?
Southwest Georgia.
Is that down 75 and then you take a little, take a couple turns?
Yep.
That's exactly what it is. That's what's up.
Home of Albany State University.
Albany State University. So that school is in Albany.
It is.
Right? So you always kind of grew up there and you always, kind of saw that school and, knew that it was a possibility of, that was a lane if you wanted to take it.
It was. I moved back from Virginia and I went and enrolled as a non-traditional at Albany State University. It is one of the best schools located in one of the best areas, and I would suggest anyone to go there.
Right. That's what's up. So what did you study going there?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice. So you got that in your back pocket as well.
Yeah, I actually wanted to be a lawyer, but at that time I had a young child and they didn't allow you to go to school part-time at that time.
Okay.
So instead, my life went in a different direction and here I am.
You kind of just flow with grace. I can tell. You look like Grace. You know what I'm saying?
You really got me blushing. I told you I'm kind of shy.
No, you're not shy. This is your world. We hyping you up. We want to know what's going on with you. Listen, we want you to be comfortable. So that's what's up. So you're a realtor. So in criminal justice, you went to school for. So coming up in Albany, first of all, are you married, single? The fellas gonna want to know.
I am engaged.
You're engaged. Wow, congratulations. So you just flowing, you just smiling. That's why it already looked like you were smiling before I even talked to you.
It's all God, baby.
All God. God is just showering down on you and you're just being a light right now. That's what's up. So you're engaged. So coming up and we're gonna get to that, coming up in Albany. How was it coming up in Albany? Did you have siblings? How was it coming up?
I have 3 brothers. I'm the oldest.
Oh wow!
It was challenging, but I still made it. I was raised in a home with a single mom.
Yeah.
So it was what it was. Just like everybody else, it had its challenges.
Yeah.
But here I am.
Yeah, here you am. You blossom, and life did good. Life did good. So how far apart were you? And age-wise with your brothers?
We are all 1 year apart.
Oh, wow.
The youngest brother is with my dad, so he's a couple of years younger.
Did he grow up with his dad away from you guys?
He grew up with his dad.
Okay.
Me and my brothers grew up with my mom.
Your two of your brothers grew up with you and your mom. Okay, and they're all 1 year apart, so y'all kind of always was in school with each other. Always, you know what I'm saying? Tell me how that go. Tell me, take me into coming up with your brothers and you being the mom of the siblings, because I know that's how it went. Tell me coming up, them dealing with girls, getting in trouble, or, them checking your boyfriends. How was the school life and the growing up part?
We didn't have all
with
that.
Your siblings.
But being a big sister.
Yes. I tell her, listen, I had to get her on my content, on my YouTube show. I said, you the star.
But being a big sister is not easy. We're having 2 brothers who are best friends.
Right.
They did learn to respect me because my mama did not play that.
Right.
And it was what it was growing up.
Did you look at them like? Did you kind of look at them like they had their brotherly bond going on? And did you want a sister? Did you kind of? Or did you have cousins or?
I did. I was more close with my brothers than anything. That's how my mama raised us.
Yeah.
And my brothers are my heart. So
That's what's up.
Yeah, but I was kind of jealous of their relationship.
Sometimes you was like, you want a little sister thing going on, like, where y'all going?
Yeah.
And then when they got in that teenage phase, they were riding out by themselves.
Got in trouble together.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
But did you have like friends, best friend? How were you like in school as far as like, were you popular or were you like, did you were a popular loner? Were you to yourself or did you have a little crowd? You know?
I think more people knew me than I thought knew me. I did have a best friend for over 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah, but being the only girl, it wasn't easy because my mom was very strict on me. But I did get out and do what I wanted to do every now and again. But
Right.
I really appreciate how life has directed me.
Right. And so, I can tell, you know, what you might having a strict mother, it kind of instilled some things into you to where it was like you just wanted to stay on top of things. You can see the good out of, you know, being a little strict and being on top of things because it's all about balance. You know, you don't want to be too out of the place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So could you kind of see how that kind of affect your decision going to do criminal justice?
It did, because at that time my mom was going through her own legal situation, and I wanted to be able to save her or save anyone else that, you know, was kind of going through the things that she was going through.
Yeah.
So that was the reason why I wanted to be a lawyer, but, you know, like I said, things went in a different direction.
But you kind of had it in your mind that, you know, you wanted to be of service and you wanted to, you know, help.
Right. Being of service to me, in just my opinion, is one of God's ways. Like,
right.
You know, I grew up being very selfish, but as I gotten older, I've learned that being of service to other people is a blessing.
Because you can get that kickback, especially when you're not looking, you're just trying to.
And
it makes you feel good. That's why I was going to go into, because I can tell by your smile, you wanted to see others smile.
I do.
You know?
I love people. I'm scared of them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do love people.
Once you come out the shell and once you see, okay, you're harmless, you all right. They get that smile. They get that blessing, that PJ smile, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, you know, take me into the transition of how was it when you say you didn't want to go into more of the criminal side, the law side, and how was that transition? When did you start to get into your realtor game?
Well, it was during COVID. I had gone through a lot. I lost a lot. I thought I was at my rock bottom.
Right.
And I got online, I saw all these beautiful black women just doing well in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I just told myself, like, bet on yourself. See what would happen.
Did you always have it in your mind that you probably would go to Atlanta? To Atlanta?
No. This young lady by the name of Shayna Jackson reached out to me one time. I was running a blog, and she told me, she was like, your ideas are bigger than Albany. You may need to leave. And that encouraged me to leave. I didn't know where I was going. You just
took the leap of faith.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
Section 8 and just left.
Yeah, talk about that bravery. Take me back into that mindset. Did you had already built the life in the law, in the law side?
No, I was.
Or were you just like working jobs and?
Just working random jobs. The last job that I remember I had in Albany was like one of the like movie places, Blockbusters, movie warehouse, something like that.
Yeah.
And my daughter's dad, who I loved everything in me, he got locked up, and I decided that I wanted to leave. And then from that point on, I just started growing.
Right. So you was like this sweet, humble girl, just trying to find your spot and trying to find your place.
But
because I don't.
Nothing sweet and humble about me.
I know. You listen. I remember you said your mom was strict and you had little brothers. So I know you had to, you know, just from formative years, your teenage years coming up, you already had to instill some type of inside of you to let it be known, like, no, listen, I don't play too now. I'm going to tell you what it is and what it ain't.
Yeah, it's either get it done or don't get it done.
So, I mean, like, coming out of, I don't know if I might have asked you this already, but, you know, if not, if I did, I apologize. Coming into what kind of was the factors in you not staying with into the law side, which we went to school for?
At that time, I wasn't thinking clearly. I just felt deterred. I felt like having a kid was the thing that held me back because, like I said, I couldn't. They didn't allow you to work. You had to study for the first 2 years, and I had child that I had to raise, and I was raising her by myself. So at that time, it was like feed my kid or she go hungry. So once I changed my mindset and decided which way I was going to go, law school just kind of got behind.
Just going through life, trying to balance things out, you know, trying to find that lane and trying to find that flow. And so and that's going to take us into the your real estate, you know. So can you continue on that? You said it started in 2020 and...
So I'm going to be a little transparent. I filed bankruptcy in 2018, 2019, and because of that, I felt like I had lost everything. But like I said, it was COVID-19. I had moved back in with my mom, and I had to do a lot of healing in a place that I was broken. So, childhood healing, dealing with my mom the way she was at that time, her depression. And so I decided I wanted something else for myself.
Talk about that.
How started healing because, you know, I was tapping in spiritually at that time. So my mom started healing, and I just feel like I remember sitting in the car with her, and I cried. I said, "Mom, like, this is my rock bottom." And she was like, "Some people rock bottom are worse than this. So why are you saying this is your rock bottom?" But for me, this was my rock bottom. I had lost the home that I was renting, the car I gave back. I still had my job, but everything else felt like I was at zero bottom. And I just thought, hey, let's jump into real estate. Let's see if it will help me get out of my 9 to 5. I'm still in my 9 to 5 because of the benefits, and the economy is kind of upside down. But real estate is my path to freedom. Financial freedom and time freedom and mental health freedom.
That's kind of like your farm in your backyard that you can always go to, that you're building, and for your independent, for your flow.
Want to live in Atlanta, Georgia?
Exactly. Just the ambiance, right? You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, and you know you're beautiful black, and you're just carrying everything with grace. Let's talk about that time. Did you kind of call that time where the rock bottom? Did you kind of call that a dark night of the soul? Because I teach spiritual lectures on my lectures on my Facebook, and so I know about the, you know, it's weights at the gym for a reason. And those weights hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you're building muscle, no pain, no gain. You know, the roads grew from concrete. You know, the diamonds are made under pressure. That kind of thing. So can you talk about that time where it was kind of like you felt like that was your dark night of the soul, and kind of like what was that trigger like? That leap of faith time where you say I'm going, and that bravery time where you say I'm going to do this.
Okay, so a little bit more transparency. During that time, I was going through a heartbreak. I did one of the things that our people, black people, have called voodoo, hoodoo, whatever they want to call it. But I picked up tarot. And when I started doing tarot, it kind of opened me up spiritually. And I realized that I was definitely going through a dark night of the soul. But it also enhanced my intuition. And because of that, I began to hear things more clearly, see things more clearly, feel things more intensely. And I just, one day I woke up and I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what was going on, and I had to go into prayer and ask God, what is it that you have? And real estate kept being heavy on my heart. And I will be honest, it has not been easy, but it has been definitely blessing me, and that is why I've been holding on to my life.
I can tell you started, you know, your mind's eye. You're saying that you started using your mind's eye and could kind of see things from just not even just, you know, more than just the surface level. I can see you got your face structure is fine, by the way, but like right here in the middle, in your third eye, you can tell it's like pulsating right here in the middle, right here. So it looks like you have a third eye. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of, you know, that means something. You know what I'm saying? So kind of, I want to ask you this. You're saying it's not easy. Get into the real estate thing. Did you kind of find out that it was kind of like a second win for you to kind of buckle down on some study? Because I knew you had to do some studying. So get into the studying where you kind of had to go through that type of time and kind of that mental alchemy to kind of ground your foundation.
My first year, because like I told you, even though I know that my energy is more welcoming, right? But I'm very standoffish from people because most of my pain has come from people. My first year, it seemed to be easy. The team that I was with was giving me leads at that time, But
Oh,
then
okay.
as that team kind of transitioned and changed, I
Right.
realized that this requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of study. It requires a lot of hustle. It requires a lot of focus.
Yeah.
So all the things that I saw through 2020 on the Instagram and all the other social media sites, these are women that have either been blessed by an awesome client or they just really put in the hard work. And I realized that real estate requires a lot of hard work, a lot of intention. And so, hey, here I am.
Yes.
Doing the best that I can. I cannot say that I'm in the top 1%, but I'm definitely in the percent.
Right. And so, I'm sorry, I asked you this earlier. Could you state again, you say you were with a team or you more on your own during this time?
Well, when I first started, I was with a team.
Yeah.
So now I'm just with a brokerage and I'm kind of like basically on my own.
Right. So let's talk about that. Let's get into that real quick. So the on your own aspect of it, that required just another step, right?
Right. Nobody's holding your hand.
Right.
So now it's up to you to get out and find people who need you to solve their problem.
Right. And so that comes with what? How do you do that? That comes with kind of like marketing. Do y'all have a database where y'all can look and see where the buyers are? Like,
do.
are you you can look and see where the buyers and sellers are?
No.
And how do you form that relationship, that bond?
Just like you and I are talking now, you just meet people and you talk about real estate. You become more personable with people. You are not trying to sell them yourself. Just be
personal.
of service. Yeah.
Right.
People will work with people that they like.
Authentic, real.
Right.
Like first of all, I'm trying to, build a conversation. I mean, build a connection. Like when with me.
Stop me on the street of Atlanta, yeah.
No, but my bad. I kind of stepped out from kind of my perspective because I'm in love with the flow of the conversation and meeting new people and hearing a story like that. So that's kind of how I'm doing it. You're like on the side of real estate. You're building that connection because you helping people with their homes.
I love real estate.
Yes.
People don't realize that having a house is one thing, but having the land is even more important.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing people
helping
of color,
people's lives, changing people's lives.
And I love seeing people of color buy homes, sell homes, and then buy more homes. Because I think that, and this is just my opinion, that what's going on in the economy now is just a wealth shift. It's more important for our people to really, really, really get grounded and find out what it is that they want and own something. That dirt is going to be very, very important.
Get the knowledge and build the foundation. You're saying that's kind of like Charlotte's Web, right? That's who's going to be God's favorites, right?
I must agree.
Yeah, exactly. God's favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up. And so, I like that. I like that. Building that connection, having that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to force yourself on people. You just want people to just like you.
So you kind of do like a lot of personable, authentic marketing where you kind of just meet people. You don't do too much do you like reach out and like message people via like social media and things like that?
Social media, I've tried, but sometimes people get a lot of DMs, but just like you and I are passing, I just try to meet people and just talk to them and more let them get to know me and then I'll bring them.
That's a good way, because see, that's like the shift right here, because it's like everybody should be trying to find their audience, but it's kind of like this shift that's going on, it's going on to a more place of like you find your audience through service, being of service, and how can you help someone?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just trying to say, hey, give me $1, hey, give me this, give me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just making somebody smile through conversation, making somebody feel good,
Right. So my biggest thing is, if I can't help you, I'm not here to harm you.
Right.
So if I can't help you, we'll go ahead and end this business relationship, but I hope we still have a personal relationship.
Because you want the authentic.
I love people.
Yeah, you want that authentic connection, and you want it to be on the level that it's supposed to be.
That they can trust me.
Exactly.
Because if once you trust me, you know that I have your best interest in mind.
Right. Okay. So, 2 more questions, right? And I'm gonna let you go.
Please.
So, I always ask this question. No, I'm gonna get to this one first.
Okay.
So the show wouldn't be called what it's called.
What is the show called?
What are people doing?
Okay.
So the show wouldn't be called what it's called if I didn't ask you, what you got going on? We nosy. What you doing now? Like we want to get in your business right now. What you doing right now? How you walking? How you looking so fly? How you know what I'm saying? How you looking so fly? How you doing your thing? The people want to know.
So sassy.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Let me do my interview. You want to take a picture of my interview? Okay, stand back over there. Let me get my interview off. You know what I'm saying? This is my boy. I did some work with him before.
So like I honestly said, I was leaving.
Yeah, what you up to?
Clients, reception at the Raid. And I'm just actually heading home. I just try to work hard, keep my head down, pray, eat good, work out, just be myself. Yeah,
so you had a good time at the wedding reception?
Oh my
good
God,
food. Are you going home? Are you going to stream something? What you streaming right now? Are you watching any shows?
I'm going to go home and I'm going to put together my workout videos.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
My workout videos and go ahead and post them.
Okay, so you doing content, doing workout videos on your content?
I do more workout content than I do real estate content.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The real estate, that kind of flows, and that's where you want it to be easy mode, because it's more about the connections.
Heart, healthy body, healthy life.
Healthy life. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I got a question, and I love
it. So you had two, so this your last one?
Yeah, I love hearing what people say to this question. You know, this my go-to question right here. And people would be like, "Ooh, that's a good one." You know what I'm saying? So, right now, at this very moment, what is your current fight right now? What are you trying to master? What are you learning right now? That's the most important that you're trying to add to yourself. What is your current fight? Your current mastery? You know, things like that.
I'm glad you asked that. To be honest, my current fight is the battle within myself. Like, I am also my own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Every time there's a good thought, there's always a bad thought.
Right.
Every time there's a moment of peace, my mind goes crazy. So my biggest battle right now is with myself.
Trusting it, and you know.
Just to know that life beat me up, but it is not the end of the story.
It's not the end of the story.
Yeah.
So sometimes you kind of, because I'm like an overthinker sometimes, kind of overthink. Yeah. We're going to exchange. I want to give you mine, because I kind of teach how to help with that and kind of just, you know, be in a groove, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing is perfect, and the only thing for certain is change.
Yeah.
So
I'm really understanding what it means that we're just spirits living a human experience.
Yes, the human experience. Listen, I got a lecture called Coming to America, where I say, like, our lives is like coming to America. The only thing is perfect is heaven. So picture you're like Prince Akeem, in heaven you're in Zamunda. Earth life is like America. I want to go to the dirtiest place, you know what I'm saying? I want to work at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Go to church, you know, to get my hair cut, things like that. So it's kind of like, I look at it like, some of it is supposed to, heaven is only perfect. So we're here, the life is like a chess game, and we're here doing this dance of, like, you know, finding that balance. So
and I'm gonna be honest with you, my views on heaven and hell are quite different, because I've never spoken to someone who's died and gone to hell.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to someone who's died and gone to heaven.
Trust
All
me.
I know is that I want to, when it's time for me to transition over, if I get another chance to come back, I want to come back as a butterfly.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna be your choice too.
Done well in this life and enjoy it.
Yes. So, that was fire. That's good. This is one of my good ones. Just season 1 right here. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my good ones. It's coming up on 25 minutes. My good ones always, you know, get up to 25 minutes, unless somebody's trying to, like, you know, they choppy with it. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is how the conversation flows sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you say you're on social media and things like that. Do you have anything that you want to plug? And if you do, can you say it and spell it out for the people?
Mostly my TikTok. My TikTok is I am PJ Carly. My Instagram too, because I believe that women over 40 should definitely be working out.
Over 40? Stop lying.
Over 40 should definitely be working out, living their best lives, taking care of themselves, and just enjoying the rest of their lives. Like, remember that this is just an experience. But in the meantime,
so don't overthink. You need to look good, but don't overthink it. Be too hard on yourself, PJ. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking the other day, I was like, you know what? Because downloads be hitting me. I was like, nobody warned us and told us how fine the 40-year-old woman was going to be. The women in their 40s, yo, because y'all are already, y'all have the ones that made it. Y'all have what y'all have going on, and y'all fine it in y'all prime. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that window right there is unique to y'all right there, because y'all. I can get into, but I don't want to. I'm in my interviewer mode.
Be nice. Be nice. Let me go home.
Yes. So, can you spell out I am Carly for them?
I am PJ. I-am PJ. Matt Carly, MACCARLY. Those are my daughter's names, Mackenzie and My PJ.
At that's TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok and Instagram.
Okay, so this was a treat. Thank you, PJ. You gracing and blessing. You know, this gonna have 1 million views. This gonna, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna, you know, you gonna get some traffic coming your way too. So you know, I appreciate that. You look good.
I hope your channel blows up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You just want your smile so good. You just want to see me cheese up too. That's what's going on.
Don't do that. Don't
I appreciate
it.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Bye.